What's going on, everyone? Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the channel. We got Jord and Bill in the chat. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in tonight. I am just over here saying my final goodbyes to Turbo and Excalibur. We're going to move on from the horses. I've neglected them anyhow. Look at that health, 0%. Horses don't do much for you in the game here. And I got to make room for other stuff here. We got to get serious on this farm. What I've realized is we're just kind of messing around here. Let me show you what I mean. Barley, 70,000 liters. Oat, we won't need that anymore without the horses. Sorghum, quite a decent amount of sorghum. Not a whole lot, actually. Sunflowers, soybeans, corn. Let's get down to all this stuff. Look at this. Hay, quite a bit. Straw, quite a bit. Then we go to our production facility. Silage, quite a bit. I'm producing more stuff than we're going to use. So we need to use more stuff. We need to focus in on this farm. And horses don't do anything for us. So, Turbo, Excalibur, it's been fun, y'all, but we got to get rid of it. I'm going to start putting more money into the other animals. We need more cows. We need maybe more pigs, chickens, things that actually make us money. And I see Brad in the chat. What's up, my friend? Glad to see you back. We missed you last week. And now I got to find my sell point. There it is. We're not going to make anything on these guys because, well, we neglected them. That's okay. You're gone, Excalibur, to a good home. Not really the glue factory. You're gone, Turbo. Sweet. Let's move this real quick, maybe, if my super strength would work. And let's get this out of here. Like I said, we're making room for something else. Also, tonight, got to finish the harvest, the barley harvest. We're about halfway through that. So we'll be doing some other stuff. But I wanted to kick it off with this because, like I said, we're going nowhere fast here. Just kind of messing around, harvest a field here or there. I got to strategize here. You know, Farmer Z gets a little distracted, and I keep you guys here to help me with that. So you guys got to dial me in and say, hey, what are we doing? Where are we going with this, dude? All right, let's see how many cows we got. How much money? Almost 100,000. I don't know. I don't know if I want to add more pigs just yet. They're a lot of work because they reproduce so fast. Chickens, are we maxed out on chickens? Just to say. So one coop, we have 186. The other coop, we got 360. We are not maxed out. So we'll max out this coop on chickens. More eggs. We'll add some more cows. Only got 12. Yeah. See? That's where we're going to get our money. Here's the trigger. Other side, I think. So Bill says, are we going to replace the horses with pigs? I think I might have just answered that. Maybe eventually. Where's the darn trigger? This is the base game cow pen, which I haven't used very often outside of this gameplay, so I forget where the trigger's at. Thought it was over here. I must have just missed it. It was just an inch off. All right, we're going to go with the 18-month Holsteins. How many? Help me out, chat. Let's see here. Now, bear in mind, I've only got 100 grand. I don't want to spend all that. 20 sound good to you? 20 sounds good to me. Executive decision. Going for it. 20 more cows. All right. Now they'll go through that TMR a little faster. We'll put all the silage, hay, and straw we have to better use and start making more money around here. Actually get some some things done. And I add chickens to this one. Let's see. Let's try 30. Yep. All right, this is the one that is not maxed. Let's max it. $336. That's close enough for now. I don't want to do the math. All right, more chickens, more cows. That's going to mean more money. We're going to focus in here. Turn these back off because I think they just look like a mess on the screen. We're going to do something with this space later. Promise you. For now, though, let's jump on that harvest. All right, so how's everybody been? Is everybody looking forward to Cinco de Mayo? Does anybody celebrate Cinco de Mayo? I think everybody should. It's a great excuse to eat tacos and drink cerveza. Why wouldn't you? We, in the Farmer Z house, are gearing up for it. We got a bunch of people coming over tomorrow. Gonna have a little Cinco de Mayo party. And I'm looking forward to it because, you know, tacos and cerveza. All right, I got to empty this bad boy out. We'll get a worker back going on this. We'll wrap this harvest up. No problem this episode. And then I'm reading up on the chat here, catching up. I see Bill did the FMFC challenge. So I will hook you up with some extra farm corn, my friend. And for those of you who didn't see the last video I posted, Fury Machine, who we all know and love, he's here in the chat with us often, has his own channel, which most of you I think know. But he does multiplayer Fridays. And I've been trying to pop in and join those guys. He's got like 5 guys, well, including himself. So 4 other guys. And pretty religiously every Friday they jump on and do the multiplayer thing. I've been trying to catch up with them, and finally last Friday I had a chance to, and yeah, they got a sweet little farm going on the Hobo, what is it, Hobo Hollow? I always call it Hobo Farms. I think it's Hobo Hollow 4X map, and it's a great group of guys. They got a nice little system going. So anyways, had a blast playing on the multiplayer with those guys, and I was recording while I did it. So I posted a video of that experience. Encourage everybody to go watch it if you get a second. And more importantly than that, anybody who comes over here from Fury's channel and says FMFC challenge, you don't even have to say that. Just say you're here from Fury's channel and I'll hook you up. I'm gonna give some extra farm coin for the next couple weeks to anybody who pops over here from Fury's channel. Also, that multiplayer is set up for eight people. Including me, we're at 6. So if there's 2 more PC farm simmers who are interested in joining, you can holler at Fury. It's Fury space machine space gaming. On Steam is really the best place to chat with him. He doesn't do the Discord or the social media thing. Or you can catch up with me on Discord. Either way, we'll talk with you about joining in on the fun. And I'm looking at the chat here. I'm gonna butcher your name, buddy, so I'm sorry. Clotalo? Quiones? I'm gonna call you Quiones. What's up, Quiones? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. And I don't believe I've seen you here, so welcome to the channel. So we're on our big farming on Elm Creek series, and gonna try to bang out this barley harvest. The second half of it, at least. We did the first half of it last week, and this shouldn't be a problem. Then we got another, or some other things going on around the farm that we'll get back to after this harvest that you'll see. All right, Brad, where you been, man? We missed you last week. Glad to see you're still kicking and well. And also, my countdown is coming to an end for me to get my office back. Next week is when the old ball and chain goes back to the office. And I'm pumped about that. Really feeling energized as far as getting more content back out. The lives are something that I've tried to really keep a focus on. And I've missed a Wednesday here or there. I've had to move it to another day. But I've really, for the most part, tried to, even through this busy period in life, try to keep up with one live stream a week. That's time I could be spending, recording and editing other videos and posting them. And, truth be told, that's probably more YouTube algorithm friendly if I cared about views or subs. But I don't. If they come, they come. Certainly hope they do. But I'm not going to change or modify my actions or preferences just to please the stupid algorithm. So I have a blast doing this. I think, live streams are fun for me because get to interact with you guys, get to kind of wing it and shoot from the hip. It's like a bunch of people hanging out. Editing kind of sucks too. You don't have to really edit the lives. That's time consuming. So I've tried to keep as much focus as I can on the live streams, and the other content's taken a hit as a result of just how busy I've been, not having my space to myself and everything else. So I'm hoping that comes to an end and I can kind of balance both out and get more content out. And then I'm just following this worker down to the end of the field so I can unload him on the move here. I got crop destruction on, so I don't want to unload on the crop side of him. So Bill says we're glad to have him here. Yeah, Quinones, we're glad to have you here, my friend, for sure. We got a great group of fellows that hang out here pretty regularly. We've got others who pop in and pop out from time to time, but Bill, Jord, and Brad are three of what I would call our regulars, and hope to add you to that list. And hope to see some more of our regulars pop in here in a minute. Running just a couple minutes late getting started tonight. Just scrambling to get stuff done and ready. So maybe somebody popped in and it said stream's still starting or stream hasn't started yet, and they'll pop back by later. And then while I'm waiting on Homeboy to get turned around here, has anybody seen that last video I posted? Anybody get a chance to watch the multiplayer Friday video? Oh, well, Bill's glad to have me here. Well, good, Bill. I'm glad you're glad to have me here because I kind of have to be here. I'm the entertainment, but I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, did anybody see that multiplayer Friday? Asking because, again, he's got 2 more spots to fill. And I just try to like fit in and know my role. Fury was asking me, hey, what do you want to do? What kind of equipment do you want? I'm like, dude, just put me in a tractor and put me to work here. You're the boss, man. But they got a system down. They got Ranger, who pretty much runs the farmyard. He pretty much built the farm for them. And as I understand it, at least, or how it felt to me last Friday, at least, was that he just kind of like rules the roost around the farm. So keeps an eye on the animals. They need fed. He makes sure they get fed. Do not, and I repeat, do not join that multiplayer and forget to wash your equipment before you put it away. because Ranger will police that. So he just does stuff like that. He keeps an eye around the farm and lets the other guys know what's needed, where they need to focus. You know, we need bales so we can feed the cows or whatever. Then the other three guys just tag team the rest of it. Their goal is to, I think Fury said like $100 million they wanted to get up to as a group, and own all the fields on the Hobo Hollow map. So that's a good goal to shoot for. It's a lofty goal, but I think it means, you know, that multiplayer will be around for a while. They'll be at it for a little while to get there. And I hope to help them get there. Bill says Ranger is ace man. Yeah, he is. He's the, I don't know how else, the best way to put it is he's just the boss man around the farmyard. Keeps an eye on all of it, makes sure nothing breaks. And that's perfect. You got to have one of those. If everybody's out in the fields getting stuff done, you lose sight of what needs done back there. Bill says, something he tells me with that statement, someone we know got, all right, so someone else they know on the channel must have got an earful for not washing the equipment. I was like about to put the tractor away, and then I heard him saying to the other guys in like a serious tone, don't forget to wash your tractors before you put them away. And I turned right back around, found that power washer. So that's an adjustment for me because I'm like the worst at that. Let's see, how dirty is this tractor? Not terrible by Farmer's E standards. My truck is a mess. I know that. Yeah, my stuff might get washed once or twice a year. Dirt gives it character, right? I mean, don't tell that to Ranger, but that's going to be my excuse. All right, I don't think I need to follow him because I don't think he's going to fill up again for the rest of this field. However, I will fill up again. I'm going to go drop this back at the silo, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. And then while I'm over here, show you what I want to put where we just tore down the horse barn or the horse pen. And I stole it from multiplayer, actually. Hey, Morn, good morning. How you doing, buddy? We're knocking out some barley on Elm Creek. Glad to see you here. Hope you've got a good start to your morning. Have an awesome day. All right, so anyways, I will show you guys what I think I want to put where that horse pen used to be. And it's a mod they used over on the multiplayer game save on Hobo. I always almost say Hobo Farms. It's Hobo's Hollow. But it's a mod they used over there. And I think it'll come in handy here. And you'll see why momentarily. Warren says, very busy. Winter is here. What you got? What's on the agenda this winter? Make money off everything you harvested? Probably not. It probably all goes back into feeding the cows, right? So this one will be up to harvest real soon. This is another barley field right next to the one we're harvesting now. 70 sorghum. Sorry, I just want to keep checking in that I haven't ran into anything. I got cruise control on. And I'm ghost riding the tractor. 70 is a little ways out still. Everything else is a little ways out still. So we should get back into More barley soon, though. Another day, that next field will probably be ready to go. I think I planted it like one day after I planted this first one. Told you it was dirty. She's muddy. Means she's being put to work. Farm trucks ain't supposed to be pretty. All right. Let's pause right where we're at, and I will show you. I've got to find it. I just loaded the mod, so give me a second. I'm assuming it's probably in here. There she is. I think I want to put one of these bad boys over here. No money right now. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll figure out a way. But potatoes suck to store, but I need to store them for the pigs, especially if we plan to buy more here soon. And this thing's slick because it's got a conveyor belt built in, unload in the back. I mean, that's the worst part of potato storage is there's not great methods to load them back up in the base game at least. I think I want to put that over there. It'll help us move our root crops around a little more efficiently. And also what it'll do is give me space for more greenhouses. So if you recall, right there, see straight ahead where the greenhouses are at, that's where I put the bulk haul to store the root crops. Now I can remove that, put a few more greenhouses over there. Also a good way to make more money and have more of a purpose here on this farm. Bill says he has these same silos. Yeah, I went overkill. I'll probably never fill them. That's fine. Rather have too much storage than not enough. All right, guys, and now you're going to have to help me too. Just remember, I get distracted easily. I can't multitask. I literally can't walk and chew. Like, it's bad. It's sad. Worst multitasker ever. You have to remind me to stay on top of these animals now. These cows are going to start knocking out that TMR a lot faster than they have been. All right, let's get ourselves back over there. What do you want to bet the worker didn't finish that field? Because there was that one strip on its own off to the side of the field. I'm sure he just stopped after the main part. Probably have to hop in this harvester and finish that off. No worries. Get that done. And I'll probably just leave everything over there because we're going to have that next field up soon. So I'll probably just put the cover on this bad boy and leave everything over there. That way we're ready to go. Bill agrees with me. Better to have too much storage than not enough. Exactly. Especially on this farm build, right? This was like the first farm I ever built on FS22. Like the day after the game came out, I built this farm. And so I just went crazy. There were so many new things and placeables and equipment on FS22 versus FS19. So at that time, I just cheated a bunch of money in and went crazy. As you all know, I have since cheated money back out to make it a bit of a challenge. And now we're really going to focus in on that and start to have more of a purpose here. But anyways, that's why I went so big. Just a FYI, I got most, looks like I missed a spot, but I got most of the rest of that grass or hay picked up off that field off camera between episodes. What's up, Nick? How you doing, dude? Hey man, I saw your logo, your intro. I'm gonna have to steal that from you or get some tips. I love your intro, dude. How you have the tractor or the harvester kind of like driving. Um, it's not just a still logo. So I might hit you up on the old Discords, see where you did that. And Bill says he likes my farm builds, and that I've inspired him to get better on my farm builds. I appreciate it, dude. That's the creative side in me, I guess. Um, that's one of the aspects that I really enjoy about this game. And before I started putting the content out there, I would quit on farms so fast. Like I'd build a farm, I'd get it all set up, I'd play maybe a season or two, and I'd get bored with it because I'd have the itch to build another farm. Um, oh, look at that. Good for you, worker C or whoever you were. You finished the extra row over here. I'm impressed and thoroughly surprised. Anyways, appreciate the compliment on the farm builds, Bill. It's one of the aspects of the game that I really enjoyed even before starting to put content out there. So I like to still do me a farm build every now and then and try different stuff each time I do it. Bill says fields 32, 3, and 4 are. Whoa. Bill, I'm sorry, dude. Streamlabs just like personally attacked you, bro. They deleted all your messages. Um, don't know why. You didn't say anything offensive or inflammatory. Anyways, you were saying 32, 33, 34 are not the best to build on. Where are they? Am I blind? See 35, 6, and 7 up here. Why is that? Bad terrain? You have to do a lot of terraforming? And then Nick says, what was that? Clarify, Nick. You talking about my comment on your intro? What's up, CBW? Good to see you, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm just putting a bow on a barley field, and I'm gonna leave all my crap here because this one right next to it's gonna be ready in like another day or so. I don't want to haul it back and forth. All right, now that that's done, I need to bale some straw. I'll probably put that off for a minute, although I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do because I don't have the money to buy that root crop storage yet. But I need to sell this stuff. Look at me. Look how eager I was to have horses. Now I have to quit on them. We're going to take a loss on that. Don't care. Have no need for it anymore. So I don't even know if anywhere buys horse feed. That'd be a bummer. Let me check prices here in a minute and see. Huh, there we go. I've literally never sold horse feed. I rarely even buy it. I usually make my own oats. I won't be shocked at all if there's 0 sell points for this stuff. How on earth do I get rid of it? Nothing. Okay. Guess we're just moving it out of the way for now. Help me out, chat. Oh, Nick wants to know why we needed to quit on the horses. We quit on the horses because horses suck. How's that for honesty? They just don't do anything. And you got to wait till they're 36 months old to make, look at the deer in the trees. They're mystical deer. You got to wait till they're like 3 years old to sell them and get any value out of them. And I don't know. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's kind of how I feel. So I figured it'd be better off to sell the horses, sell their barn, and then we bought 20 more cows. I'm going to start to try to focus in here on this map and drive some profits. We got a massive farm. We have all the ability in the world to do that. I just got to focus in and start making stuff happen. So that's what I'm doing. Horses don't do anything for me. They're not going to do anything for the farm from a profitability standpoint. They just kind of look pretty. And I'm pretty enough. I don't need any more pretty faces around here. So they gone. And then you missed it, Nick, I'm assuming. So I'll show it again. What I think I'm going to put here in the place of where that used to be would be this root crop storage. Because I like that it's going to be easier to get the potatoes in and out of. And I hate potatoes. I mean, you name it, harvesting them, not fun. And the worst part's probably storing them, right? You have to pick them back up off the ground or whatever. Well, this helps with that. I can get potatoes in and out of there easier. And let me run over to where I'm currently storing the potatoes to show you why I like that mod better than my current setup. Because this is where they're at. I think I got sugar beets on one side, potatoes on another. Yeah. So what I don't know is if that's going to hold both at the same time. But if it doesn't, we'll just go with one. And I can get this bulk haul out of here now once I buy that root crop storage, and then I can fit a few more greenhouses. So that was a super long-winded answer. But long story short, by getting rid of the horses, we make room for different root crop storage, which is more efficient. And then we make room for more greenhouses, and we bought more cows with the money, all of which makes more money than horses. So that's why I got rid of them. What's up, Yas? Yeah, I know. My bot is chasing off all the chatters. And I wish I knew why. I just need to find the time to sit down and go through all the settings, like top to bottom. I've gone in there a couple of times and tweaked it. I feel like I don't have it set super obnoxious. I mean, my character limit, I've adjusted. My symbol, I guess, filter parameters, I've loosened up. And it still trips out on me. Well, it doesn't trip out on me, it trips out on you guys, but I'm not cool with that. So I need to get in there and fix it. And we got Keith here. Keith, sorry if I didn't say hi to you. I saw you pop in and meant to say hi, but then I went on my old explanation of the horse selling thing. All right, Bill, what'd you do? You broke it again. Let's see. Literally 2 periods. Unbelievable. All right, I'm just going to go see if we got any pallets over at the greenhouses. We probably don't. I think I sold some last episode. That root crop storage is probably going to have to be a future episode thing because I don't think I'll scrape up. Actually, I might. Had another idea. I was going to say I don't think I'll scrape up the money this episode. But then I remembered I also need to get rid of something else, which is this old hay loft. Because I bought the hay and straw storage, I live at Yas. He's testing Streamlabs to see if it'll. I feel like it knows better and it's not going to mess with Yas. Anyways, because I bought a different and better, in my opinion, hay storage, I can get everything out of here and get rid of this whole thing. And this is exactly why. Because it just kind of was poorly placed. And it's hard to get in and out of. And nice, all I have in it is some straw. So I'll be able to empty this out real fast and get rid of it. Because placement's terrible. And honestly, the placement's not much better for this silage factory. But at least with this guy gone, I might be able to landscape like a better, wider approach to get in there. Let me in my truck. It won't let me in my truck. There we go. Bill says, eat me, bot. I got your back, dude. I agree. The bot can stick it where the sun doesn't shine. So Nick says for his intro, oh, you had Argsy do it. Awesome, man. That was very nice of him. I feel like Argsy and FSG, those guys are like whizzes on the logos and the cinematic aspects of their videos. They do a great job. Let's see how much I have left. All right, here we go. Not looking forward to this part. Have to destroy some more crop. Oh, never mind. No, I don't. I'm empty. I've just got to try to back it out of here. All right, everybody, get your popcorn. These trees are screwing with the camera. Look at that. What a nightmare. All right, we're just going to destroy crops, boys. Buckle up. Close your eyes. I hate to see it, but I had to do it. That's why that thing has to go. CBW, that probably made you sick. You're a real farmer. Uh, you know that's not cool. Bill, you have angered the bot. Like, I agree it's obnoxious, but it is really like, it's a personal attack on you. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why it's giving you such a hard time. All right, let's unload this guy. That way I can get in here easier. Here's another thing I gotta do. When I placed this hay and straw storage, I didn't realize the unload was over here, so I gotta figure something out with this. I got to take some fence down and level it out more. Anyways, that's a project for another day. But just so you guys don't judge me when I'm backing up over here. And you know that it's in my plans to fix it. So Nick says FSG does or did a lot of graphic designing. Yeah, it shows. Dude's pretty good. And it's not like, it's like not only does he have his own logo as a creator, but he makes a new logo for like every series that he does, which is cool because it brands each series. And why aren't we unloading? Is my tip side wrong? There we go. Yeah, I've chat with FSG from time to time, so or I have a couple times. Nothing like, hey, can you give me advice on this, or can you do this for me, or anything? Just small talk. Um, I might ask him if he's got any tips on a program to use for something like that. I might even ask Argsy. I've chatted with Argsy a couple times as well. Either way, dude, it's sweet. It turned out great. Um, watched the video today, like I said, and thought that was a sweet intro. And then Morn says, good to see me streaming again. Yeah, I was talking about it a little bit earlier before you got on. It's good to be back at it more regularly again. There was a couple weeks there where life just took over and I didn't have the time, even though I wanted to. Things are settling down a little bit and feels good to be back on a regimen here. All right, leave you here for the moment and make you go away. Hey, got 30 grand off that old pile of junk. I'll take it. Still not enough money for the root crop storage. No sweat. Like I say, that can be a job for a different day. But at least we're getting somewhere here. At least you guys know what the plan is. And at least I'm getting focused here on the things that move the needle. Help bring some money to this little farm of ours. Not so little, but you know what I mean. All right, Stone Valley. Question for you guys. Who's pumped for Stone Valley? I've never actually played it. I know it was a 19 map, uh, but it looks sweet. Um, and I guess to expand on my question, because there's been a lot of maps lately, what do you guys think is going to be the most popular map of all those that are coming out or just recently came out? I'm curious to know. I think in terms of popularity, I believe Stone Valley could be up there. Um, everybody loves the American maps. It's going to get exposure for that reason. Um, it'll get exposure because it's, you know, an enhancement from a previous version on 19. So there's going to be people that are familiar with it. Any others that you guys think are going to be home runs? Keith says looks okay. Yeah, I mean the name's a carryover from 19. I did see that they changed a fair amount, so it's not like an exact copy, but again, that name recognition, people are going to recognize Stone Valley, and I think that'll get it exposure in and of itself. Morin says it's too plain for him. And then Nick says elk, mountain. I agree. That one's going to be, that one's going to have staying power. That's a phenomenal map because it's so stinking flexible. Like you can do anything on it. And Keith says Green River too. So Green River, what? That's Nebraska. That's the DJ modding one. Yeah, I haven't jumped on that yet because I hesitate to do 4Xs. I mean, 4X isn't that bad. I need to stay away from 16X for sure. That's tough. Uh, unless you're doing a multiplayer deal. I feel like the Saskatchewan. I can't think of it right now. It's escaping me. Edgewater. I feel like that one looks okay too. I haven't hopped in it and poked around yet, but on the map review videos that I watched, it looked pretty solid. Anybody messed around on that one? Nick's excited for Spring Creek. Which one's that, Nick? Who's who's making that one? Because I feel like I haven't even heard of it. And like, oh, so I say like stay away from 4X. If there's a great 4X map, I won't stay away from it just because it's 4X. But it has to be like a good map. Like, I think you guys know what I mean. Like DJ modding is a great example. Um, Morn said DJ modding's awesome. I agree. Like anything DJ modding, they're just he's got like a brand of map, if that makes any sense. Like it's almost like when you're on a DJ modding map, you can kind of tell it's a DJ modding map. He always pays great attention to the town centers, um, and just the level of detail is impressive. So if a map's that good and it's 4X, I won't stay away from it just because of that. So with that said, maybe I do need to check out Green Valley. Let's see. AFB is doing the, what was it called? Spring Valley. How far out is it, Nick? Is it getting pretty close on it? You know what map? Speaking of how far out is it? I have no clue how much longer it's going to take. Um, but this map looks incredible. Renaboo. If Ola ever gets Renaboo out, I hope that people appreciate that one. I fear that it may not take off like it should because people love their American maps. Um, but boy, I hope that thing gets the credit it deserves because it looks unbelievable. This dude built like every building he built from scratch. You know, oftentimes on these mod maps, they'll use like just the Elm Creek store or something like that, or they'll partner with other modders and use some of their buildings that are in mod packs that we placeable packs that we often use and are already familiar with. Thing about Renaboo is it's going to be completely unique. Like he's not using base game buildings or placeables. or placeables that already exist in mod packs. It's all from scratch. Heath says maybe later this year, early next year for Renaboo. I'm not like, he's taken so long with it, and I'm not even mad at it, because honestly, I think it's going to be a breathtaking map. And like I said, he's kind of got the pass to take so long on it when he's doing everything from scratch. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. I really hope that map gets the credit and exposure that I think it's going to deserve. And if you've never heard of that one, I think FSG did like an early access video on it, and it was early access. It was still in a pretty rough stage in terms of those buildings that he was doing. No way. Nick says he got hacked and lost everything. Tell me that's not true. That would be like, I don't know, a tragedy. There's no other word I can find for it. Because the amount of time that he put in, and I've talked to Ola about it, he started it as an FS19 map, and then the launch date was released for FS22, and he kind of stopped and decided he was never going to release it to 19 and shifted his efforts to 22. Heath says he got some of it back. Thank goodness. That's such a bummer to hear. Anyways, I'll stop ranting about it now, but I don't do that often about a map, so hopefully that tells you how nice it really looks. And check out that FSG video if you've never seen it, because even though it was still in a pretty rough stage as far as getting all the placeables finished, the scenery and the landscaping of the map itself, you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. So that's ridiculous. He says they wanted 50K to give it back to him. You know, be a good person, everybody. Be nice to people. Don't be a scumbag. There's your Farmer Z encouragement of the day. Like, people who do that stuff are just, I don't know, like telling them get a life, like go work for your money instead of trying to steal people's stuff and then ask a ransom to get it back. Yeah, that's one that when it comes out, I'll definitely be downloading it off of whatever his personal website is. And I surely hope he does one of those pick your own price things, where you can choose if you want to donate for the map. Because I've chatted with the guy a few times and just understand the amount of time and work he's put into it. I will definitely be throwing him a nice little donation for that one. Bill says I'm going to have a lot of bales off this field. I am. And that little hay and straw storage bin should easily fit it all. It's really cool how it works. In fact, I'll go get the trailer here in a minute when I'm about halfway done and show you guys. It just kind of, as you put more in it and occupy more of its capacity, it's like the appearance of the bales. It rises higher and higher, make it look like you got more bales stacked in there. But I like it because it makes it look nice and neat, like they're stacked well. instead of when I try to stack them and they start leaning over and looking like a mess. Nick says MRG has a great looking map if he ever releases it. Yeah, that's a familiar name. Name one of the other ones that he's done. And then Morn says Oxygen David's new one's looking good. Yeah, he does good stuff too. He was Calmsden, right? I wish I could tell you guys why I have a round baler. They're the worst. Don't know why I did that. Well, I do. It's because I bought it the second day after FarmSim came out. And it was part of that first farm build I did just to build this thing up and buy a bunch of equipment. And I wasn't really thinking. So that's why I have a round baler. These are gnarly swaths. Like these mounds. Pretty meaty. Bill's right. I'm going to get a good yield off this. All right, once I get this pass done, we'll go pick some up just to break up the monotony. Bill says sometimes you need round bales. But do you? I don't know. You can wrap square bales just like you can wrap round. They both have autoloaders. I don't know. You might have to sell me a little further on that, Bill. And if I'm going to have a round baler, I at least need to have the fast or the auto unload mod turned on. MRG. So Nick says MRG is No Creek. You sure? Because on No Creek at least, you're Marxville. That's the one I was thinking. But so did he do Medicine Creek too? Because I thought the same guy did Medicine Creek and No Creek. And for some reason, I don't remember MRG being the one that did Medicine Creek. I'm probably wrong and you're probably right, but I'm just thinking out loud. It's under him. Okay. I thought Medicine Creek was killer. I actually really enjoyed that one for 19, and Marxville was really good too. Never played either of the other two, but I know they were popular. Bill, I don't know what to say. I'll give you extra farm coin. That's all I can say. Like the bot, you have angered the bot like nobody has ever angered the bot. And I'm on your side. I don't know what you did. All right, I'm gonna just do this little strip down here to the end, and I'll go get the old trailer. He also did Lincoln Creek. All right, MRG loves creeks. We've established that. I bet he was pissed when Giants took Elm Creek. Like, that's my thing. Back off, Giants. All right, shut her down. So yeah, I think I can fit like another 2 greenhouses over here eventually, once this bulk hall's gone and emptied out. I am not looking forward to emptying out the bulk hall. Anybody got any great mods for that? Does the milling machine exist yet for potatoes? Because that would be nice. I guess worst case, I can just put a conveyor belt over there and dump it into a trailer, let a conveyor belt do all the work. Because what I am not going to do is go over there with my front load bucket and take all those potatoes and sugar beets out one small bucket at a time. So Morin says MRG has a few open projects. You know, I've heard the same. I think and you know what? It's his time. He can do what he wants with his time. But I think what happens is he does do great work, and we see these things, and then he like teases the community, and they're like, "Where's this one at?" And then if he's got another project announced, you know, the community's like, "Well, time out. Hold on. I was excited for that other one. What about that?" Heath says conveyor's the best bet. It's what I shall do. I was thinking that might be the best way. But like I said, what I know is I'm not scooping it up. Not happening. I've got that short, like half pipe trailer, which I hope, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm worried it may not take potatoes. I hope it takes potatoes because that would be perfect. I won't have to get too tall of a conveyor setup. But I break. I'm the worst. The same commands that I hit like every day. Does anybody else get super dependent on this help menu like me? Like at an embarrassing level? Um, because I do. It's like I press them all the time. They should just be like stored to memory. And for some reason, I'm so reliant and dependent on the stupid help menu, which I hate because it makes the stream, I feel like, clumsy. The chat's right over top of it. Lauren says, why are you not using the potato mod? I don't know. Main reason that comes to mind is because I don't know what the potato mod is. Morn, are you in the Discord? Or do you even have a Discord? Because if not, I would love for you to join the Discord and you can throw it in there. You can link it in the mods channel or mod, I think it's called like mod discussion and suggestions. Sounds cool. You're recommending it, so I'm sure it's probably going to make life easier, but I've never heard of it. And then Nick says if I know anybody with a milling machine, I could ask. I have it, but however or whoever I got it from, it's corrupt. It doesn't work. So I guess I don't have it. I have a mod that's called the milling machine, and it's got a photo of the same milling machine that we all know and love from 19. And when I loaded it, it didn't work. I feel like it's literally the 19 mod. Nothing changed on it, so it's inoperable. Morn's on the Discord. Sorry, I forgot if you were or weren't. Anyhow, if you think about it, post it to that channel. I'll check it out. Drifting with straw bales. All right. I don't know why this came to mind, but I was just thinking about it earlier, and it's farm sim related. That's why it came to mind, because I'm driving with straw bales back to the farm with nothing else to talk about, so I'm fabricating something to talk about to make this exciting. That's why it came to mind. Anyhow, I watched a daggerwin series this week, and I think he's probably like hands down the biggest farm sim content creator. I want to say that I saw he just went over like 800K subscribers. It's like one of the first, I've watched like one or two of his videos from time to time. It's the first time I actually sat down and watched a few of them back to back. It's mind blowing how he's got that many subscribers. And that's not a slight on him. It's the last thing I needed to do is say something that's perceived as smack talking uh, about somebody who's killing the game. It's just unbelievable. Like, and what I mean by that, again, not a slight on him, but when you look at him at 800K and then the other big boys at not even half that, it's crazy how much of a, I don't know, it's not a race or whatever, but for lack of a better term, how much of a lead he has on anybody else. That's just wild to me. Probably length of time doing it, I guess. I mean, I think he's probably one of the OGs. And obviously his stuff is good. You don't get 800,000 subscribers putting out junk. So again, that's not what I'm saying at all. I was just kind of taken aback by how much bigger he is than kind of like the next tier of farm sim content creators. All right, I just realized I was talking about that and forgot to kind of show you guys. Hopefully you saw it. I'll take one more load back though. I was going to kind of zoom in on that bale storage so you can see how as you dump more in, the visual level rises. Bill says I need a truck washing. I know, we covered that earlier. Um, you know, it gives it character. Nobody can question my truck on whether it's worked hard or not. See, here I go again. Like, embarrassing. I just did it. There we go. Almost needed the help menu again. At this point, it's just a crutch. Like I'm used to having it there, so it becomes a crutch. Like I make no effort to remember because I know I don't need to remember. I don't want to start the engine first. Oh, I left this thing running. Didn't mean to do that, especially with the prices of diesel these days. It's a joy every time I pull up to the gas station. Who's got the highest diesel prices? Here's a game. Across the country, gas prices always fluctuate. I want to say like five. I don't even remember what I paid the other day. I feel like it was mid fives, honestly, which is ridiculous. And I have a new diesel, so I can't even do anything about it, right? Like the older diesels, you could put yourself a little biodiesel operation in your garage, and those things will run on anything. These new diesels, Cummins says the max blend is like, I want to say 20% bio. That's not going to move the needle on gas prices. It wouldn't even be worth setting up a biodiesel station. 483 in Michigan. Okay, well, you got it better than we got it here in Arizona. That's for sure. And then Ian's Outdoor Recovery. I'm just going to call you Ian. Ian, welcome, my friend. Glad you stopped by, and glad to see you coming over from Fury's channel. Make sure you keep watching and liking all his stuff as well. But yeah, glad to see after you watch all his videos, you still have an appetite for farm sim content and made it our way, my friend. So this is Elm Creek. This is the first farm I built when FS22 came out. It was like 2 days after the game release, I built this thing. And I've been kind of moving along slowly but surely on this ever since the game came out. So try to hop on here on Wednesdays and do lives. And that's where we're at and what we're doing. So there's a brief orientation for you as a new member. Nick says 559 in Minnesota. That's a lot closer to where I'm at here. I'm pretty sure that's like exactly what I paid today. It was like mid fives. It was like 549 or 59, I thought. It's gotten so bad that um, long story short, I build houses for a living. So it's gotten so bad that all my concrete trades have asked me for a fuel surcharge on their contract, and it fluctuates. So based on gas pricing, they want more or less as gas prices go up or down. They gave me like a 5-tier proposal, and they're like, we'll call you if it goes from tier 3 to 4, or from tier, you know, 4 back down to 3, or whatever. And I got no other option because everybody wants the same surcharge. So I get to pay all these fuel surcharges, which I've never done in my 20-year career in this industry. My cabinet company wants fuel surcharges because of the freight. It's just like unbelievable. So Bill says he's glad to see me still working on it. At least he's not the only one loving on Elm Creek. I'm glad to hear you say that, Bill, because honestly, I'm still having fun with it. Um, I think it's a sweet setup. Like I said earlier in the episode, I think I could focus in a little bit more, which I plan to do here, to make the most out of this farm. But that's on me. That's not on Elm Creek as a map. Anyways, I say this because in my head, I've kind of kicked around like, should I find a way to bring this series to an end so I can transition to a newer, more popular map? Um, you know, would you guys rather see a live series on another map that you prefer? Those have been the things going kind of through my head. Ultimately, I've decided to still stick with this for now. But anyways, your comments kind of reinforcement that hopefully nobody's too bored with it just because it's little old Elm Creek, the base game map, now that we have all these nice mod maps out. Oh, sweet. Ready to eject the bale right as I went over that big hump. Morn. Oh, Morn. Perfect timing on your question. Asked if I've considered a multiplayer yet. Um, my own, not yet, only because I know I wouldn't have the time to, I don't want to drag people into something that I may not be able to keep moving forward. Um, like I'd want to. I am excited. I feel like I'm about to start getting more time back, be able to put more content out. But I don't know if I want to go multiplayer with it. I'd rather put focus back on one man's land, getting stuff out more regularly on that one. And then I'm about to launch a series on Elk Mountain. So I think I want to dedicate my time there as opposed to a multiplayer right now. However, Fury Machine Gaming has a multiplayer. I joined last Friday uh, and messed around with those guys on their Hobo's Hollow 4X map multiplayer farm that they have built. And including me, there was 6 of us. And there's room for 8. So now that there's more people in the chat, I'll throw it back out there again. If anybody's interested, uh, it's Friday night, pretty late when he gets on. I think he gets on at like 11:15 Eastern time. Uh, but it's a good group of guys. Had fun playing with those guys. I actually had my camera rolling Friday when I joined them, and I kind of cut up the video. I had the camera rolling for like 3 hours, but I condensed it down into like a 45-minute video just to give some of the highlights. So if you get a chance to watch that, you should, and maybe you might like to join us. Keith says it went down to $7 a gallon here. Keith's up in Canada. So I guess down here in the States, we should probably stop complaining if they're celebrating about it going down to 7. Warren says too late. You know, this is true. Sorry, I wasn't kind of thinking about that because, let's see. Yeah, you probably wouldn't even be awake yet. That'd probably be a couple hours before you wake up because you're usually just waking up when you jump onto this stream. And that one would start about an hour, a little over an hour before this one typically starts. So, yeah, may not work. Um, but anyways, for anyone else who's interested in farm simming with friends, a couple spots available there if you're interested. And one day, I will get a multiplayer going. I also think when I do it, I'd like to do a dedicated server for it. Just so y'all aren't waiting around on me to go play on it, right? Like if a handful of you want to jump on there and join, I don't want y'all to wait on me to jump in and open up the session. So I think a dedicated server would be cool when the time comes that I'm ready to do that. Nick says he would think about that one and maybe even throw out some videos. Um, yeah, I'll ask him if you're truly interested. Hit me up on Discord. Um, Honestly, I don't think he would mind you throwing out a video. He had no problem with me doing it, and I don't think I'll do it every time. In fact, I know I won't. Um, I just wanted to do it as a kind of to spotlight his channel for my viewers because he's always giving my channel kind words, uh, and also to spotlight those guys that play on there. Um, Give everybody an idea of the guys that are on that multiplayer and the good time that was had by all. Hopefully to help fill those last two spots. So that's why I kind of did the one video. But yeah, I don't think he'd mind you doing one. Um, in fact, for us small guys, I think there's something to be said about sticking together, right? Cross pollinating. Um, I think there's some people who prefer the smaller content creators to the bigger ones. I think it just feels like a closer knit community. I think there's people actively seeking out good small content creators. And so those who watch Fury's channel uh, tend to enjoy mine when they hear about me, and vice versa, I think. Oh, there we go. Bill got us going on some farm coin stuff. Sorry, I forgot to remind you guys. Here's the deal. I didn't reset it from April just because I had the points kind of started late in April. So I just let April's points roll over. Um, so you guys are rolling with what you had. So yeah, do some duels, do some heists, build up that farm coin. And Keith, you've got a shirt in the mail, my friend. So shout out to Keith for what month are we in? May. So for April's winner, he's got a shirt headed his way. Who knows how long it's going to take, Keith? Because that sticker took forever to get to you. Um, Being that you know U.S. Postal Service had to do whatever they do when they transfer mail to Canada. Uh, I'm not sure if the same thing's going to happen on this shirt or not, but I was surprised by how long it took that sticker to get to you. So um, don't work the shirt into your wardrobe planning for the next couple weeks. I would refrain from that if that sticker was any indication on how long it's going to take to get there through the U.S. to Canadian mail transfer. All right, I'm going to finish this row, then we'll haul another trailer back over. All right, I got another question. For anybody who happened to watch the last episode I put out for One Man's Land, did you guys catch um, a recognizable voice in that video? I feel like probably not. And it was a very brief clip, and I did that on purpose because it's a teaser for something else. But I was shocked that I didn't get a comment on that. And if you didn't catch it, and you find yourself with some downtime, watch it back. See if you can catch it when you're focused on it. Because long story short is, once I finish getting all the preparation work done for the Elk Mountain series, that voice is going to be a character in that series. All right. Nick says he doesn't hear it, didn't hear it. Well, I'm not going to give it away, but it could be a little Easter egg hunt for you if you get any free time to watch it back. Otherwise, you can stay tuned and you'll, in the next couple weeks when I get the script done and everything done on the preparation for that Elk Mountain series, I think it'll be more obvious then. Keith says we'll have to rewatch it when it's quiet around here. I don't know what it's like in the Bleecker house, but silence is a premium around this place. I can tell you that. With twin boys running around, and then they got an older sister. Yeah, it's not very quiet here very often either, so I can understand that. All right, top 10 points. Bill's in the lead. Then Keith, Morn, Fury, Rod, FarmSim Freak. I'm in there for some strange reason. I'll have to duel somebody here in a minute and see if I can give away my points. So maybe the bot doesn't hate you as bad as I thought, Bill. It's giving you a hard time, but you're in the lead for points. So there's that. Glass half full, right? So Keith says 4 dogs. Yeah, before we had our kids, we had 2 dogs. And one of them was a miniature schnauzer. Uh, that's an awesome breed. They're very vocal, FYI. If you're in the market for dogs and considering a schnauzer, 100% recommend, but also, like, just so you know, they bark a lot. So I can imagine with 4 dogs that it's not very quiet around there. Makes sense. Oh, okay. Bill wants to duel me. This isn't right. You're winning in points. I was going to give it to somebody who needed it more. We'll see. We'll see. If I beat you, then I'm going to challenge somebody else. I didn't. Bill took them. Except, Bill, you got to put the points. How many points you want. So you did the duel, you did Farmer Z, and you got to specify how many points are on the line. But don't pick me again. I'm going to go for somebody who's in the middle on points. Keith says 3 border collies and the Taco Bell dog. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Taco Bell dog makes the most noise. Chihuahua. Let's see here. Let me do another one real quick. See if we can get Morn to catch some of you guys at the top. If he accepts. Trying to make things interesting. Not trying to pick on anybody, but see if I can give some points to somebody in the middle there. make things a little more interesting up at the top. Keith says if a tree falls 500 miles away, he can hear it and barks at it. So basically, every time I cut down a tree in FarmSim, he barks. All right, Maureen's in on this. No, I don't want to win. I got to do another one. I just want to lose. Let me lose, Streamlabs. I'm going to go Nick this time. All right, I will try to slow down this time when I unload this straw and show you all the animation on this bale storage. I don't know if you guys just saw what I saw, but my screen went black for a half a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, whoa there. Take her easy, Ford. Ian says 3 dogs, 2 parrots, 3 snakes, a gecko, 8 tarantulas. Uh, your username makes a lot more sense now. I get it. Also, terrified of snakes over here. I want to be your friend. I could probably never come hang out at your house, though. Just won't work for me. Keith's with me on that. He's like, cool, you can keep the snakes and spiders. Spiders don't bother me. Uh, the creepy crawly things don't bother me a whole lot. It's the slithery things. Like, I don't even really like lizards much. For some reason, reptiles just give me the willies, with snakes being right there at the top of that list. All right. Can you guys see it kind of going up? Here, let me reload. And, well, with only 2 bales, it's probably not going to... I mean, you get the point. When we started tonight, there was nothing on the straw side. So the more I dump in, the higher that thing kind of rises, giving the appearance of bales being in there. I don't know why. I just think it's such a cool mod. There's a few cool mods out on the production and storage stuff lately too. Like the production, storage, and distribution mod is pretty sweet. It's basic, it's simple, but it's kind of like that's the genius of it at the same time. It's just a garage where you can put all your pallets in. So you get them out of the spawn area so that your production facility can keep producing, and it just holds them. And then you can put it on distributing, so you can move it forward if you want, or you can just let it store them, and then go click the prompt to have it unload when you're ready to take some out and go sell it. Like I said, super simple, but that's kind of like the genius of it, right? It just makes the production part of it easier. The whole party's going crazy now. Heist, duels, everything. Y'all are serious about your farm coin. So Ian says, "What is this dueling? Is it PC only?" No, it's actually not even like in FarmSim. It's just a function of the YouTube chat. So you'll see these guys. They'll do like a exclamation duel, and then they tag a user, and then they specify how many chat points uh, they want to risk. Right? It's basically like the roll of a dice, uh, or the flip of a coin, I guess is a better way to put it. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. So you can say, I want to put 20 chat points at stake against so and so, and then the system will randomize a winner. Um, so, anyways, Ian, the reason we do that here is because the chat points that you can earn in the YouTube chat, um, it's a common thing. Like a lot of other content creators do it as well. But here on this channel, I tally them up every month, and the top earner of chat points, which I call farm coin, gets a Farmer's E t-shirt. And then the top 5 get Farmer's E stickers. So where did I put my baler? There it is, all the way down at the other end. Anyways, I know you're new here, so I wanted to kind of explain that. That's what the duel and the heist and all that stuff is all about. And that's why these guys are going crazy on it. So they can get their farm coin up. Hopefully win themselves a shirt at the end of the month or a sticker. Oops, turned it off. All right, Nick. Nick wants to duel. I need to accept. So I can give some farm coin to somebody here tonight at least. Why do I keep winning? Here we go. Here's my opportunity. All right, Ian. I'm going to initiate a duel since you asked about this. And then all you'll have to do is press or key in exclamation point accept. And then it's going to be like a coin flip. One of the two of us are going to win. And I'm hoping you win because I've won like 2 in a row. So I'm due for a loss. Keep an eyes on the chat here. Distracting myself from the bales. Maybe Ian won't accept. That's okay too. You don't have to partake. But just wanted to give you the rundown. What these guys are doing. Bill, I literally don't know. I'm sorry to laugh. Ian, you just press, you key in on your keyboard, exclamation point, and then the word accept. No spaces, no nothing. Nick's heading out, I think is what he said before he got in trouble by the bot. Uh, appreciate you hanging out, Nick. Maybe he didn't say that. He accepted a duel. I could have swore I saw somebody say they were heading out. And just so you guys know, I'm going to have a talk with the bot after this. We'll get it all squared away. I'll make sure they know you guys are cool. And to loosen up. All right, Nick. Yep, Nick confirmed. He's heading out. Appreciate you being here, Nick. You have a good night, my friend. We'll talk to you later. And I'm going to go real quick. Except somebody just threw me a duel. I think it was Morn. I'll accept one more for the night, and then I'm going to tag out and focus on finishing this. You guys can fight amongst yourselves. And looking at the time, I got 11:15. Started at 9:30. How time flies when you're having fun. Been almost 2 hours. That's wild. Doesn't feel like it. So I probably got about 10 more minutes left in me, guys. And then I'm going to be calling it a night here. We'll get as much of this baling done as we can in the meantime. And like I said, I promise I'll have a talk with the bot after this. Sorry about that. That put a bit of a damper on some of the chat. But appreciate y'all's patience. Y'all kept going anyways, so I appreciate that. Don't let the bot ruin the vibes. And then hopefully next episode on this, or next week, we can go get a little money in our pocket. We don't need much more. So I might go sell a little bit more silage. I'll figure something out. Milk, maybe. Could sell some milk. Now that we got more cows, they'll be producing more. And hopefully we can get that root crop storage placed. And make some more progress on cleaning up those areas where we took out the horses and where we took out the hayloft. And then I'm thinking, I don't know what that bulk haul is going to sell for, but once we get the root crop storage placed and everything moved, I can turn around and sell that bulk haul, and maybe, hopefully, that'll be enough to get us some more greenhouses. So with a farm this big and as much equipment and as many fields as we have, should be more money coming in. That's the point here. Trying to fix that. Get more consistent revenue here. All right, it's going down between Bill and Keith. Number one and what? Keith was, I think, number two. Number one and number two in points. Going at it. And now we're all on pins and needles. I can't take the suspense. Come on, bot. Tell us who won. At least before I sign off, tell us. Oh, yeah. And then next episode, now that I'm thinking of it, we'll probably be harvesting this next barley field, too. So we're getting to the point where we got plenty to do around here. And then there's a few other fields behind that. So busy stuff. Also grass. On my way back to the farm, I'll stop by and see where that grass is at. in terms of its growth stage. Because I know we just cut it, but I should get another cut before winter sets in. So we should get another run or another batch of hay and or silage too this year. Which we're going to need, or we're going to need more of at least, having more cows. Yeah, Bill says still waiting on the results. I know. I was sitting there waiting. I'm like, all right, well, this is getting awkward. Say something. Stall. Delay for the bot to make up its mind. I don't know. I don't know if this duel is going to go down. The bot may not want it to happen. Yeah, that's right, Morn. We are still waiting on ours. Well, I tell you what. I'm on my last pass here. Then we're going to shut her down. Um, Ian, appreciate you stopping by. Man, you were, I appreciate all you guys stopping by, but specifically, wanted to just thank those who are new and popping in for their first time. And I know you came from Fury's channel, and Bill's been here before, but he also originated from Fury's channel. So I'll throw you guys a little bit of extra farm coin tonight. And more, just because I like you, I'm going to throw you some more too, because we've got the pending duel. So I'm going to pretend as though you won the duel. So all is right in the universe. And I end this episode by giving out more farm coin. So with that, my friends, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's getting late here. I'm getting tired. There's not much else to see. We've almost got this baling whooped. Appreciate y'all stopping by. As always, had a blast hanging out with you guys. And happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you guys have some cerveza and some tacos tomorrow. Adios, y'all.